Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't want to see more? You want to see more but you only see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories is out of line. Overseas, you're fed up. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Second and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Purdy now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and said, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, where we proved that last season was no fluke.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. Looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They go play action here on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have him because they provide big-time targets.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Running left is Walker. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be caught by Cobb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
after now at 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds Smith-Njigba. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. First career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ayuk goes in motion. But now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. Big Leonard Williams Williams, the one who came in and got him. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
A gain of 7 yards.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 3rd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready!
And Walker once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
34-yard line.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East. And it's the rookie from Texas, Jaden Blue. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, just one touchdown in the first half, 10-0 your score, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Got him on the right side. It's McCaffrey.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 67 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The Seahawks take back over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down and a little more than a yard here. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. And right now, boys. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To the left side, catch made by Royal. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Elijah Arroyo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action here. Purdy will get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Purdy from the gun. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself. A little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Jennings. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Purdy. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Purdy. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. York able to send this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
song called